those teams, Greg, that had head coaching changes, how long does it take to fully implement a new system?
Well, it typically takes a full season, and it also depends just on how complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
Paul looking around. Bridges, no one around him. Sinks the triple.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence growing.
Outside Collins. Back to Bogdanovich. Launches it. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
A nice shot by Booker.
Booker looking to get quick revenge after that score.
For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Young passes to Collins. Crowder against Young. And there's the pass to Capella. Now, here's Collins. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Capella. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. It's rebounded by Paul.
And his touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Young drives in. And the rejection by Ayton.
Oh, man, it's 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Capella. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
Paul passes to Ayton. Booker dishes to Paul. And Capella sends it back.
Well, Capella's reach is so intimidating for anybody on the inside. That's why you can anchor your defense with him.
Looking back at the 2017-18 season, Clint Capella, Brent, shot an eye-popping 65% from the field. That led the NBA.
Well, a third of his baskets were dunks during that season, so I would expect the percentage to actually, Kevin, be pretty high. And a lot of those were at the hands of James Harden at the time playing in Houston, who won the MVP that year. But he has the ability to roll and to finish. He has shown soft hands, and he plays defensively. So he's a great big you can put out to complement both sides of the floor.
Here's Capella. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Outside, Bogdanovich. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Tough to be upset at that kind of defense. You got to credit Bogdanovich, pretty much zoned in.
For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Booker against Bogdanovich.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Young with the ball. It's good. This game is all even. Young's got 5 points so far.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
The drive by Paul over Young. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Bogdanovich. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Ayton.
And Bogdanovich has raised a lot of eyebrows with his consistent play over the past couple seasons. He can really be a spark plug for your ball club as he's able to knock down threes and produce points in a hurry.
Throw good, Bogdanovich. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Paul. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Bridges inside. Young's there. And here's Booker from the arc. Offensive rebound. And that one's good, Ayton.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Bogdanovich against Booker. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Outside Bogdanovich. Hunter finds Collins. Bob's up there for Collins.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Paul passes to Ayton. Over Collins. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Paul. Ayton's got 8.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Collins. Young passes it to Bogdanovich. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Collins. Over Paul. Shot by Collins, no good.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Kicks it out to Paul. Lets it go from deep. Ayton. Great positioning on the putback.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Now Young. He's got 5. Now here's Capella. Pass to Collins. And here is Hunter. Over Bridges. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
He could be dangerous in the pick and roll situation with that size. Hunter can't make the defense lay off him for long.
And Ayton throws it down.
And there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Young up top, defended by Paul. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Chris Paul picks up that. In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star Game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
And you feel like Trae Young on a nightly basis is going to do something that supersedes records that he's already set in the young part of his career.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. JaVale McGee's checked in for 8. Kaminsky comes in for Crowder. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Payne with it. Outguarded by Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Kaminsky kicks to Payne. Top of the key, Booker. 4 on the shot clock. And here is Okongwu. To the paint. Here's Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up just as important.
A floater. Payne can't hit.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Now, here is Young. 33 points last game. Outside Williams from the arc. No good. Good D by Booker. Pass to Kaminsky. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet. And the Suns lead by 2.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now. What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here's Payne. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Yep, it counts.
Well, the D is aware of Gallo's jumper, but not on that possession.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game. And what a career it's been for Lou Williams. You forget just how long, Greg, he's produced at this level.
And how about came into the league at 19, a decade and a half later, he's still an incredible scorer. Longevity like that isn't easy to come by.
Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Wright comes in for Young. Here's Payne. The pass to Booker. A 3. And they'll get another chance. Johnson. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. And the Suns lead by 2.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Lets it go from 11. Rebound by the Suns. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Well, the great thing about watching that game was that we saw it through their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into and played well.
1:57 left here in the first quarter. Payne passes to Booker. And stolen by Okongwu. Over in the corner, Williams. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The Suns trailing. Booker with it. Playing Houston, he was nearly unstoppable. The shot, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
I'm loving the ping pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
The Suns making a change here. Nader's checked in. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 5. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the 2 games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
Here's Okongwu. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Shot clock at 6. And it's blocked.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And it's now only a 1-point Hawks lead. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Williams looking over the floor. And stolen by Payne. And it's Wright sending it back. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright. Here's Booker. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's Atlanta up 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And regarded as one of the best leaders in the game today, Chris Paul opening about how his team works together. And with this younger team, it's got to be easier for Chris Paul to lead as that elder statesman.
Yeah, at times in the past, veteran teammates didn't appreciate his constant input. Credit these younger guys, though, for soaking it in.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
Well, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Backcourt pair, Payne at the point with Booker beside him. Frank Kaminsky is out there with Johnson. And it's Nader at the 3, the small forward. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players at every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other." Guys, they are poised to be good for a long time.
Well, they've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks. The shot by Nader, no good. The Hawks trailing. Gallinari inside the three-point line. That one off the back iron and out. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Kaminsky finds Payne. Now here's Booker, guarded by Wright. 6 to shoot. Here's Kaminsky. No good there. And Atlanta will come the other way. Pulls it up. The rebound by Johnson.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Payne in the post. Rebound by Williams. Hawks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Wright. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Nader. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching coaching and development can oftentimes do both.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So for the Suns, Andre Ayton's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Bridges comes in for Johnson. And it's Paul in for Payne. Atlanta also making some changes here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. And Hunter subbed in for Williams. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to Utah.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Now, you can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Here's Bridges. After the made shot from John Collins. Hunter on the wing. Driving in. No good. That would have tied it. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Booker the pass to Ayton. Now White passes to Collins. Pass to Hunter. Lobbed up there for Collins. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
That connection with Collins, that's an impressive play and very, very high percentage.
Pass to Booker. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Hawks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Got to be aware of Hunter, especially when he gets up at the rim. That guy's got some size.
Growing up in a military family, John Collins moved around a lot as a kid, Brent, getting to experience different parts of the world.
Yeah, interesting upbringing. Born in Utah, moved to Guam, lived in Turkey, was in the U.S. Virgin Islands. That's a lot of life experience for any kid growing up, let alone a guy who's trying to find his way in competitive basketball. And John Collins, maybe playing soccer on all those military bases has helped out that footwork a little bit, Kevin.
Capella kicks to right. And the pass to Herter. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Focused shot there and a tough one. Give Herter credit.
Passes it to Ayton. Booker outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Ray, you always want DeAndre Ayton to play more aggressively, don't you?
Well, it's when he's at his best, especially when he's down low and using his frame. He's kind of like, this young kid that doesn't realize how big he is, but he's starting to understand how much his size can impact what he can do on both ends of the floor.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Phoenix. Bogdanovich is checked in for the Hawks. Young comes in for Wright. Young finds Capella. Hawks passing it around. Collins in the post. Defended by Crowder. He gets that one. Collins has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, even under the pressure right there, Collins has a really solid base and good mechanics. Nice job on that shot.
Now here's Paul. Got a hand on it. Bogdanovich with it. Now guarded by Booker. Bogdanovich inside. Working on Booker. Suns trail by 3. Here's Crowder. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Getting bumped after the shot. No problem for Jay Crowder.
Hawks have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Young passes to Bogdanovich. Offline with his 3.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Nailed from three-point land.
Trying to improve every year, that's the goal of anyone in the NBA. Bogdanovich has great fundamentals to be able to do that.
Now here's Paul. Shoots over Capella. A shot by Paul, no good. Capella, the pass to Collins. Kicks it to Young. Collins against Crowder. Good work defensively by Crowder. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for Phoenix. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. JaVale McGee's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. It's deflected.
And DeAndre Hunter getting that block mostly because of great positioning. Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Ball passes to Crowder. And McGee kicks to Booker. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Up top, Capella. The dish to Young. Goes up with a strike. McGee with the block. And they're able to recover. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hunter. Here's Capella. And at last, they get one to fall. Capella's got his second bucket tonight. Suns trail by 4. Now here's Paul. Here's Booker. And Capella sends it back. Young against Booker. Pass to Collins. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Young against Paul. He kicks it to McGee. Pass to Bridges. Crowder the bounce pass. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut back down to 4 points with the basket from Bridges.
Bridges doing a great job of getting on the inside to find a way to score.
Now, here is Young. He's got 9. Bogdanovich with it. Now guarded by Booker. Count it. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 6 now for Atlanta.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. That sends JaVale McGee to the free throw line. That's on DeAndre Hunter. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. So for the Suns, Kaminsky is checked in for Crowder. Johnson comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Booker. And then for Atlanta, Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for Hunter. Williams is subbed in for Bogdanovich. The Hawks leading by 3. Williams with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Young, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And here's Payne. That shot misses. Good defensive work there by Young. Lobbed up there for Collins. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Payne lays it up off the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
There's the pass to Okongwu. Outside Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from 14. The shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Ball outside. 1:10 left in the first half of the game.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Here's Williams. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game. Suns trail by 5. Payne passes to McGee. Collins with some nice D. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Okongwu slams it in.
The big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Phoenix has gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Here's Payne. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him. The Hawks leading by 5. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, it's such a challenge trying to alter anything that Lou Williams does just because you're on your heels most of the time.
Ball against Williams. Here's Paul. 2 on the clock. And the rejection by Collins.
Good timing defensively. Collins just up there, the long arms, and quick off the deck.
And that does it for the first half of play. Hawks lead by 7. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. And they had their fingerprints all over that second quarter, coming back from a deficit and building a 7-point lead. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Hawks' first half.
The production they've gotten from their bench has been phenomenalistic. I don't know if that's a word, but it sounded good, Ernie. As we know, depth is important to any team's success. They're demonstrating that tonight. And who knows, it might give the starters a kick in the pants. No one wants to be outshined.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Phoenix?
The energy on D stood for disappointing. They were slow to rotate. Communication was bad. No effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor, where it needs to be, was just not there.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks, Young, Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. And in at the forward positions, Hunter and Collins. And it's Okongwu in at center.
And Chris Paul, still a great defender. Fantastic positioning.
Well, not only the positioning, but if you watch Chris Paul, he's calling out every option of every play that every offense is running in the NBA. That kind of intelligence gives the rest of his group incredible confidence. And from the very beginning, Chris Paul has been one of the most disruptive point guards defensively the league has ever seen.
And they'll keep possession. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. So Bridges will go to the free throw line. That one on Collins.
And with Mikal Bridges, he's a player who knows his role and plays his role as well.
I think he's one of those guys who comes from a great system. He came into the league with incredible discipline and incredible awareness of where it is he can impact the game. And that's why you see the 3-and-D effect that Mikal Bridges has had on the NBA.
And that one falls for Bridges.
And Bridges, in his young part of his career, has taken on the challenge of guarding some of the league's best offensive players.
Young dishes to Hunter. Bogdanovich wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bogdanovich has got 15.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. But Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you. And Brent, with Mikal Bridges, defense is his calling card.
I love the fact that he just has such great hands, anticipation, and length. And he just plays a lot bigger than the size he is on the floor. That kind of stuff disrupts offensive players. And he also just continues to track. Even if he's beat, he will give you second effort to stay in the plays defensively. That's a high-level skill for a young player.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. And Capella sends it back. And they get it back.
Assertive from Ayton, wanting to score often and then forcing the D right there at his size to foul him.
Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a three, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
Free throw drops for Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton, born in the Bahamas and came to the United States in high school to become one of the top prospects going into college and then becoming the first overall pick in 2018.
Ayton hits them both. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Bogdanovich passes to Capella. Young outside. It's good. Young's got 11 points.
And even against a defense that tries to push up, Trae Young will continue to be aggressive like that.
And the dunk by Booker.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Now, here is Young. 11 points in the game. Bucket is good. He's got 13.
Trae Young has such good handle and creates so much space for himself, and he can get to the rim.
That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Booker.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Young passes to Collins. Capella inside, defended by Bridges, and it's Capella missing.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And Ayton more and more having these kind of nights from the center position, lighting up the scoreboard.
Here's Young, following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. From outside, off the mark.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with 2 6.
Booker dishes to Ayton for the lead. He shoots again, and the layup is up and in. Ayton's got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Passes it to Capella. It's Young on the wing, defended by Paul. 5 on the clock. It's tipped. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Feeds to Crowder. Kicks it to Booker. Clock at 6. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
Bogdanovich goes in. Over Booker from 13 feet. It goes down. Bogdanovich has got 17. Young against Paul. Driving inside. Takes it out to Booker. Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Young with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. That one goes in. 15 points in the game.
Ooh, that's a sly little play as Trae Young gets inside and slips past the D.
Paul passes to Bridges. No good on the triple. And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for the Hawks. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Young. Back to Collins. Now Capella shoots from 12. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in this game. Bridges, right side. Off target with his 3.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
The other impressive part about their offense tonight has been their ability to get inside off the bounce. Lots of points in there.
It's exciting to think about how much more John Collins might grow as a player. His shooting is obviously strong, but he's always working towards reaching that next level as a player.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Clint Capella. Craig, when you think about areas where John Collins is sharpening his game, the defensive end of the floor jumps to mind.
Yeah, and Kevin, that defense is something he's working on, and he's already made big strides. I know he's ready to put in the work to reach his ultimate potential.
And that one misses.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for John Collins. He hits the second from the line. The Hawks leading by 3. Right, the pass to Capella. It's over Payne, and it's Capella missing.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Booker dishes to Kaminsky. Good, and a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 6th assist on the night.
Well, difficult cover here on the pick and roll as Devin Booker's getting more and more experience playing out and making plays.
Now here's Williams. 6 points for him. Herter passes to Capella. Over Booker. On target from 13 feet. Capella's got 6 points.
And Capella must be feeling a little bit confident because that's just a tad outside of his range.
Pass to Payne. Here's Kaminsky. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Williams for 3. The putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 4 points this quarter.
Capella, one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. It's because of his activity.
Here's Nader. He uses the glass on the layup.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Yeah, hard to stop it there if you're the big man. That's just too good a shot and great concentration.
Now here's Wright. He's got 5, and it's good for 2. He has 7.
He's so dangerous as a scorer. Lou Williams can recognize when there's openings. This time it was a teammate.
Booker outside. He's looking for Kaminsky and finds him. He can't get that one to fall. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Down low. Here's Herter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you have to love how eager Kevin Herter is to make an impact for his team.
Well, the roles that he plays, GA, are quite special. I mean, he is a good shooter, but last year we saw a lot of growth in his playmaking ability. He's able to stay on the floor and defend guys at his position. So he has a great IQ on that end of the floor, and his game continues to grow.
First free throw is good.
Already impressing at a young age. Kevin Herter's dead-eye accuracy from deep combined with being a fearless competitor going inside. That's going to pay some dividends throughout his career.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Booker. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Suns trail by 5. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And McGee kicks to Nader. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And it's good, 2 points. McGee's got 5 now.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Okongwu with it. He has 6. The pass to Williams. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Tipped away and stolen by Wright. Rebound by the Suns. Here's Nader. Now Payne, and it's Kaminsky at the elbow. Over Okongwu, and it's sent back by Okongwu. Williams with the ball, now guarded by Kaminsky. And the dunk by Capella.
And that's where you want to feed Clint Capella, deep down on the interior part of the paint. Let him power through.
Now here's Payne. He has 7. 1:31 left in the third quarter. That shot off, and Atlanta will go the other way with it. Gallinari against Kaminsky. And it's Gallinari missing. Suns trail by 5. Here's Nader. Passes it to McGee. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Lou Williams. For Phoenix, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. The first free throw is good.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. He's perfect from the line this time. Atlanta leading by 3. And right, here we go. Capella, that ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
He wanted to shoot that ball, but you see your teammate wide open. Be a good teammate. Make the delivery.
Now here's Payne. He has 7 and stolen by Williams. Okongwu, the pass to Williams. 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's McGee, and what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Okongwu kicks to Williams. No good with the elbow jumper.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. For 3. Oh, to beat the clock. Come on, what a play.
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too. You just give up momentum like that at the end of the quarter.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. Backcourt pair, Payne at the point with Booker beside him. And it's McGee in at the 5 down low. Here is McGee. After the basket by Bogdanovic. And here's Booker from the arc. And Wright pulls it down. Wright's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Unloads from 13. And he overshot that one, missing.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
And it's Wright missing. Suns trail by 12. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. A nice shot by Booker.
That is a fearless take right there from Devin Booker. The defense bodies him up, but excellent there, finishing off the drop.
Molinari passes to Wright. Outside Bogdanovic. It's a hand on it. It's good on the putback. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Phoenix calls timeout. Bogdanovic really making a difference here.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
Some changes for Phoenix. DeAndre Ayton comes in for JaVale McGee. And Paul subbed in for Cameron Payne. Then for the Hawks, John Collins, he's checked in for Okongwu. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. Oh, Ayton in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Young against Ayton. Young, no good. Suns trail by 12. Here's Crowder, and it's denied.
Well, good work from Gallo there. You forget sometimes at 6'10" that he can come up with those kind of defensive plays.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Now, here is Young. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
The Hawks leading by 12. And stolen by Booker. In the corner, it's Bridges. Knocked away. Paul dishes to Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Booker's got 10 points in just the second half. Paul against Wright. Outside Collins. Pass to Gallinari. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range. Suns trail by 10 to the inside. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They've led by as many as 14 points. To the middle. That's good from Collins on the assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists in the game. Paul with the ball, and Young picks him up defensively. Ayton trying to break free, and he gets it to go.
Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
Atlanta calls timeout. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade and replenish your energy for the late game push. Hunter's checked in for Wright. On defense, Phoenix trailing here by 8. Young passes to Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. Lobbed up there for Collins.
Yeah, John Collins in a nice lather here. Versatile, explosive, high energy, and doing the job scoring it.
He lobs it up, and Ayton throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here's Bogdanovich over Paul, and again, it's Atlanta.
Playing in between right now and changing speeds. Bogdanovich spotting some nice scoring opportunities.
Here's Booker, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
Young, and it's good off the back rim and in. Young's got 19 points.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter. That was good D, but Trae Young showing how elite he can be offensively.
Paul with the ball, now guarded by Gallinari. And here's Booker from the arc. A rebound by Young.
Well, a fast start in the first half. Looks like he's playing the second half in the mud.
Booker looking around. Lets a floater go.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Now, here is Young. Here's Hunter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And it's a 12-point Hawks lead.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
Bogdanovich against Booker. Young outside. Now, here is Gallinari. That one wide left.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And he pulls off the Houdini to take that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Now, here is Young. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
And so far, Young is making the defense look old. He is on fire to start this one.
Collins against Booker. Inside, here's Ayton. Gallinari outside. For 3, Hunter. Jay Crowder pulls it in. Suns trail by 12. And Ayton gets double-teamed. And the wide-open shot from Crowder. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Collins against Paul. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Here's Collins. Phoenix grabs the miss. Crowder with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Crowder kicks the ball. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton gets double-teamed. Here's Bridges. Connects on the 9-footer. And that's 10 points from Mikal Bridges.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Gallinari outside. Ball against Collins. Atlanta again missing.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
And Ayton gets double-teamed. Young against Paul. Booker in the post. And he gets the bucket.
If Booker has the defense on him inside, he can still deliver. He doesn't let that get to him.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Trae Young.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off. And they've been passive when they've needed to be aggressive. And boy, did he make them pay.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Hunter, the pass to Young. Capella kicks to Bogdanovich. 6 to shoot. Back to Capella. Beyond the arc. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Suns trail by 8. Phoenix calls timeout. And it's the Suns with the ball. And here's Booker from the arc. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Hunter. The offensive rebound. McGee with the block. On the wing, Bridges. Gallinari covering. Bridges misses. The Hawks leading by 8. Hunter dishes to Gallinari. Young against Booker. The 17-footer. Here's Here's Capella, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Good job sealing down low, as Capella is one of the more prolific rebounders in the NBA.
What's up?
That's good from Capella.
Capella has finished in the top 3 in offensive rating for a couple of years now, and he's up there in most years with the highest field goal percentage in the league.
That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Paul. Paul against Young. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Crowder. Here's Bridges. Here's Booker. A second chance effort. And there's a nice layup inside by Bridges. Bridges has got 4 points this quarter.
Bridges on the inside just hitting the offensive glass. That's great hustle.
Young outside. To the paint. Stolen by McGee.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away. That's got to feel good. A guy who can score, stepping up and hitting buckets, as important as that one.
That one misses for Booker.
Some guys will wow you with their overall size or incredible athleticism. Evan Booker does it with his pure ability to score the ball.
And that one good. Hunter.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand. This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
Here's Young. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
Timeout called. The Suns, they're behind by 7. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .29 seconds left in the game. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Atlanta calls timeout. They're ahead by 4. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Well, whether Lou Williams is starting or more than likely coming off the bench, he's such a high-quality role player, someone that can heat up in a hurry and make the difference on those nights during a regular season where you could tally up 6 or 7 more wins. Lou's going to get those for you.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Shot by Crowder, no good. Young outside, and so it's Atlanta with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Kevin, thanks. Trey, leadership is such a key part of that point guard position, so what do you focus on with that?
I'm a big guy and building team chemistry, so any chance I can, go bowling, hang out with these guys, build chemistry, and I think that's where it starts with off the court, because that translates on.
Yeah, you guys look like a tight-knit group right now, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.